I want to tell a story, but the story isn't a fairy tale and it won't have a happy ending because, let's face it, well, the real ones never do. In high school, I picked up my pen and I began to write about love. It was real, it was pure, it existed, and it was lovely. But my rapist rewrote me, breathing on my neck and tracing my back with his fingers. He rewrote me as a broken, he wrote me as a statistic, as another white girl who got told that she cried rape for attention. But that didn't matter because, see, I wanted to tell a story. A story about family, about picking each other up, about blood being thicker than water and how not everyone's home had to be broken. But my father rewrote me. When I picked up my pen, he spoke words that I swear bruised my entire body. And I learned that nothing was thicker than his alcohol, and my home was already shattered. But I wanted to tell a story. So I picked up my pen to write about God. A God that could save everybody, and a God which loved everybody, which was the only thing that I craved. My best friend rewrote me, see. She told me that I was toxic, and that God only loves those who love the right people, and I got writer's block because I didn't understand how loving anybody could be wrong. So after a while, I decided that I wanted to tell a story. But this time I picked up a razor to unwrite all the things that everyone else had, the alcohol and the rape and the abandonment and the brokenness. I wanted to tell a story. I wanted to tell my story. So I sat in my bathroom night after night writing about loneliness and perfection, ignorance, arrogance, love. See, I told my story was painful, and my story was misunderstood because no one took the time to read it, but now everyone was going to read it every time they looked at my scarred body. My story is in the scars on my thighs that he caressed like he owned while I was tied to his bed with my own leggings. I told my story with scars on my wrists the day my father grabbed me and put me against our back door with his fingers around my neck. I told my story with scars on my stomach after my grandmother disowned me and my mother told me if I tried hard enough, I wouldn't love women. My body, see, it tells a story that is frequently displayed for everyone to read. You see, when people write, they make themselves vulnerable. They open up to the shit world they live in to share a piece of them, but they can hide behind a book cover or an anonymous name. They wrote with pens, but me, I wrote with a razor blade. See, I have made myself vulnerable because I am my own book cover, and you know how the saying goes, well, they judge me by the way that I look. I wanted to tell a story, and I did, but no one reads it. All they see is scars.